who had 3 wives and about 20-something children. But recently in the news, maybe you caught that story, maybe you didn't catch it. I know it was in the news. Now, the head of the world's largest family passed away, leaving behind 39 wives. 39 wives and 94 children. Yeah, indeed, he did that. So, the man, 39 wives, 94 children, was said to be the head of the world's largest family. He died in the northeast part of India. He was 76 years old. Now, Ziona, that's his name, the head of a local Christian sect that allows polygamy, died last Sunday, and the chief minister of the Mizoram, and who goes by just one name, Ziona, mentioned on social media. Now, with a total of 167 members, the family is the world's largest, according to local media, although this depends on whether you count the grandchildren, of whom the late man had 33 grandchildren. Now, if he had 33 grandchildren, let's not even begin to assume or fathom how many great-grandchildren he must have had. But we're not here to talk about how he was able to manage them. If you go on social media, if you Google that name I just mentioned, Ziona Chana, you find that the family lived in a 100-room mansion. 100-room mansion. Now, for decades and years and years and years, people have been having this argument and discussion, are still probably going to be there, about if monogamy truly is the best way for us to draw our conversation from. This is where I ask the question, and I'd like you to join in the conversation this morning. Now, with everything that we get to see across board all over the world, and we localize it here in River State and maybe the South, does polygamy provide a very safe space to raise a family? Now, I'm not asking if a man should marry 2 wives or 3 wives, because no, we're talking about the space, the family unit, right? Where one can raise children, raise family. These days, there are so many social advices and social changes that people attribute to the failure of the family. Some say that maybe the fathers are not there and don't play enough roles or enough a role in the life of their child or children. But juxtapose that to having more than one wife, more children. Would that man have the same time? Proponents of this idea that we are all not made to marry just one person, because as you grow up, you are going to find your needs, your likes change. You may like the wife you have today. Doesn't mean that in the next 10 years you won't find another woman with different set of character and skill set that would not appeal to you. And finally, I once heard someone make mention of a very interesting quote from the Christian Bible, that you should remember the wife of your youth. And the person said, that means you can actually marry someone in your youth and also marry someone when you are no longer a youth. Make of it what you will. But the question remains, does polygamy provide a safe space to raise a family in today's Port Harcourt, in today's River State, in today's South, in today's Nigeria? With the rising cost, and then also the social cost. Having a larger family means that you're more likely to have individuals who have a variance in preference as regarding maybe choice of school, choice of friends, social interactions. But some say that if the man or the women who are involved in a polygamist scenario are rising to the occasion, it doesn't make a difference. In fact, it actually serves as a better place to raise children, because the larger society is just a congregation of larger families. So if you, with decent men and decent women in your family unit, can raise decent children, it doesn't make any difference to another unit that is monogamous, where it's just one man and one woman. (2021) Polygamy, is that going to be a safe space to raise a family? 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007, and then the female caller line is 0817-923-0009. WhatsApp and Telegram 0809-030-6416, and at Nigeria Info PH for Facebook. 90.3. Hello, Port Harcourt.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome, Ibiso.
That man, my me, Ibiso, I will not do that because the headache and everything. The man, well, they should find way and get more of his own with the way he manages party, how many wives. But, you know, Jude is not easy. To me, I do not buy that idea because some men want to marry 4 wives. You know the some of them they now you are saying, okay, that I will say my children want to go to university, my children want to go to Cambridge University, and you demand what is their financial strength? It's not the flexing side of what is their financial strength.
Okay, now let's move finances out of the equation for a minute, right? Let's say a man just marries 2 wives, right?
Okay.
As some have argued, Ibiso, that they grew up in a scenario where the family was bigger, and then the individuals were able to contribute more, and so when they even got to society, they felt it was easier to interact with other individuals because they gave them a bigger space.
Dude, I don't know how that one managed with wives. In Nigeria,
Is that Nigerian?
Anyhow, the man want to please them. Well, like for example, Erufai, for example, when he was a minister, he was saying the father married many wives. So what they normally do that the father will send them this woman children for holiday. You understand? And all the rest. That was Erufai when he was the minister. He was saying that this thing. But to me, the present state in Nigeria now and everything. Any man that want to say they want to go marry more than 1 wife or 2 wives, you have to belt up very well because now everything is expensive.
Okay, so
now, must put the financial side because if you don't put the financial side, then the financial side must come inside this matter because.
Okay. Okeke in Artillery. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome, Okeke.
Yes, Jude. My name is MC Okeke.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Yeah. My own take on this is looking at where we are, where we come from, and where our forefathers have come from the polygamous system of a family running the family. So personally, I don't believe in a polygamous system. Monogamy is the best because the polygamous system has lots of issues, and when you look at the decay in the society that we have presently, polygamous is one of the major contributory factors of all this, especially when the man does not have the enough strength and capacity to control his family. So he end up in having more than 1 wife, more than 10 children
that he cannot
with
take
less care. With less care.
Now, okay. I want to bring to you some interesting statistics in Nigeria. Now, over the past 20 years, the numbers of polygamous unions has been on the steady decline. In fact, 30 years, if this report is to be believed, about 30 years, but the number of official polygamous marriages have been on the decline. However, we've seen, particularly in the past 5 to 10 years, more and more individuals have gone into nefarious activities, all coming from monogamous homes. I'm not saying that because it's a monogamous, so that's why we're having problems. But what this report is saying is that problems will come whether it's from a monogamous home or a polygamous home.
Yes, you are correct, Jude. You are correct. But when you look at it, we have what is called degree of problems and hierarchy of control.
Okay.
So those are things that you place side by side. When you look at degree of problem and hierarchy of controls, which culminate the ability to handle these troubles when they come, then you will agree with me for sure that polygamous system is not what you want to venture, because it exposes a lot of things. It exposes the man, it exposes the woman. You have a man who has more than one wife, and he will not be able to care for all of them and control them. So what have you done? You've exposed your wife to extramarital things. You're also raising. When those ones set in for sure, you see the children will start to derail. So when you see in this modern time, on the recent history where people are speaking to one man, one woman, it's paying off. It's paying off gradually. If you go to the western part of Nigeria, which is the southwest,
yes,
you will experience exactly what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But when you come to the southeast and south, where even political leaders or community leaders who are with more than one wife are not seen to be responsible. But you go to the western part of Nigeria, if you're a political leader and you have only one wife, you don't have any place. So within where we find ourselves here, we are much comfortable because we place values to those vices that contribute positively in the society, taking into control or account the things that we see in our daily basis. So, Jude, to be very honest, for our society to be decent, driven by Christianity that we all have embraced. You always hear the government here saying that River State is a Christian state without anything. So we have to embrace everything that comes with it because it offers solution, it offers decency, it also offers respect. Because when you get these family values and they are very strong, then the society can be good.
All right. Thank you very much, OKK. But you should know that there are Christian groups who believe in polygamy. Chibama is speaking to us from Diobu. Good morning.
Yeah. Thank you, Sajid. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome, please.
He said polygamy is on decline.
Statistically, yes, in Nigeria, yes. In the past
in Nigeria?
Years, yes, in 30 years.
Yes. Let's think that one wife is a problem, then you are multiplying it. Having more than one wife, it assumes you are multiplying your problem and the responsibilities.
But some say that's not exactly the same. That if you are able to manage your resources, it doesn't matter how many you have. Now, before I continue, Chibama, others.
Sajid, the problem we're having today in Ghana, I am sure that it's as a result of this polygamy men.
Really?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes.
How
There's no way.
There's
no way you have more than one wife that one will not feel cheated. You know, women now, they will always feel cheated. They are not always satisfied. I have been there. I'm a product of polygamous family.
Okay.
You see crisis all the time. Fight, shed blood. Sometimes it makes the man to be hypertensive. Before, you know, a lot of men have died when they are not to die, when they are not to have died. Problem all the time. Police station, bloodshed. They are dragging this, they are dragging land. Sharing of house. How much you give to the first wife, how much you are giving to the second wife. Wahala. You know, sometimes this hardship also has its own benefit. The observation I made the other day was that, you know, people are no longer smoking like before.
Okay. But that's because there's a ban on cigarettes.
People are no longer smoking like before. Because if you calculate it, how much the children have not eaten, then you burn away the whole thing in smoke. When you come back house, you begin to face scarcity of food and hunger from your family. So it is assumed that marrying more than one wife, you are multiplying your problems and your challenges and your responsibilities. Thank you.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. On WhatsApp, Ezekiel sends us a message. Let's get to read Ezekiel's message. For poverty, present day society, but maintained here on earth and destroyed by man. Ezekiel from Rumodara. 9.3 Nigerian for good morning.
Yeah, this is Mr. Zion. Good morning to you.
Good morning, welcome, please.
Nothing is wrong with polygamy. Nothing is wrong. Our fathers, some of them got married to 10 wives and they lived happily. 5 wives, they lived happily. Some 2 wives, glamorous. Not until the church came in with the fallacy that polygamy is the problem. Not men who cannot even feed themselves, women,
Yes.
but for establishment that is a wealthy man to take care of his properties, his barns, his farms, his businesses. In them days, there is not even a sign that you're employing somebody to come and work for you.
But,
The total number of your children is unemployment.
How many people these days have large barns? How many people these days have companies, that you need 20 people to work in?
Today, that I told you that it was a preaching of the church. A lazy message that has distorted our process.
Interesting.
Do you even know that those ones that say they have one wife at home, they have girlfriends outside? So who is fooling who now? You have one wife at home. You have rented one self-contained for one girl in Rumosi, another one at Rumola, another one at Borokri, another one at GRA. And as a brother, you are visiting them. The truth is this, the present polygamy attitude is even more expensive. Let's not deceive ourselves. We are Africans. There were times our wives may be going through some certain periods in their circle of the months, and they may not be active enough for sexual activities. And the man libido is so high that he can even pull down MTN Max. What does he do at that moment? Will you tell him to wait? I'm not in the mood. But in the polygamous era of our fathers, before he has gone to the other room, the other room to visit the other wife. And there is peace. And both families understand. All the wives understood all this is who our husband is. This week is my week. Next week is your week. The other week is your. There was peace.
So you feel, before I let you feel that polygamous society was a safe place to raise children, to raise a family.
Of course. Because you see other wives are taking care of the children of this other wife. You see a shared responsibility. Who is cooking today? Who is not cooking tomorrow? A professional afang soup is in that house. A professional okra soup is in that house. A professional bolo soup is in that house. So the man definitely has everything in his house.
Okay.
No chance of going out.
No chance of going out.
And pretense we are living. Look at what we are seeing today. Mr. Zion.
All right. No chance of going out. Once again, is that the safe space that you want, where people get to see mommy and daddy together, whether there are 2 or 3 wives? Or like he said, that we still have men who go out, and it's no longer a secret. Some people have actually caught their fathers in a bar with Tinuke. Meanwhile, Mama Nkechi is at home. 9.3 Nigerian football back right after this.
We are the talk. We are the talk station of the nation. 92.3 Nigeria Info.
We give the facts.
News entirely.
We give the evidence. Just to keep you informed.
News, weather.
I get my information top of the hour every hour.
92.3 Nigeria Info.
Headline News, Nigeria Info on
92.3.
Headline News.
Hello, good morning. I am Ifthimi Andrew. Traffic gridlock in Port Harcourt. Rivers State government plans to enact anti-open grazing law. Rivers State House of Assembly wades into crisis between youths, Finima and Bani communities. Protest by students of Rivers State College of Health Sciences enters third day. Court sentences former MD of defunct bank PHP Francis Atuche to over 6 years in prison. New local government chairman sworn in to office today. In business, Nigeria's external reserves falls by $1.4 billion in 2 months. In entertainment, house where R. Kelly allegedly held women against their will now being sold. In sports, Real Madrid Football Club confirms departure of defender Sergio Ramos. In foreign scene, World Bank rejects request from El Salvador to help implement Bitcoin as legal tender. U.S. President Biden and Russian President Putin agree to begin dialogue on nuclear arms control in first meeting in Geneva. Contact our newsroom on 0818-900-0017. Thank you for your time. Good morning.
This is 92.3 Nigeria Info, the only place where talk is not cheap.
Hello, Port Harcourt. Good morning. Welcome once again. So, where is the best space to raise a family? Well, one would expect where you have support. One would expect where you have development, when you have protection. Now, all of these can and usually is gotten when a man and a woman decide to stay together, aka a monogamous marriage. But polygamy has been and still is, to some parts in the country, for religious and traditional purposes, part of the system that is being practiced. Although in this country, under the Constitution, bigamy is a crime. Bigamy is when you get to marry someone and then go somewhere else and marry somebody else. But if you marry somebody traditionally, you can have 1, 2, 3, or 4 wives if you are Muslim. The Muslim religion permits you marrying up to 4 wives, but it doesn't state, I can't remember seeing it anywhere, correct me if I'm wrong, if you are Muslim, it doesn't state you must marry more than 1 wife. Nowhere is it stated. But our conversation is hinged on the safety of the people in that particular union. Unfortunately, there is no direct result study that I can quote from to tell, polygamous children. That's not the case. It's about children and individuals who have dealt in a life of. But I cannot, in all honesty, tell you those who are in these activities are products of polygamous home. So if they are not, then is polygamy a safe space to have and raise a family? 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007, and then the female caller line is 0817-923-0009. WhatsApp and Telegram available on 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. And when you call in, please do well to turn down the volume of your radio set. Paul is speaking to us this morning.
Hello.
Good morning, Paul.
Good morning.
Good morning, please.
I've been following your program for quite some minutes now. Polygamy, monogamy, there's no proper defined place to raise a child. All depends on your relationship with your children. Now, you can see a single parent, one man, one wife, their children, nothing to write home about. But you see some person coming from polygamous home, and you see their children doing well in the society. Sometimes polygamous home set up a competition.
Okay.
You see this first wife will begin to pamper the children, begin to push them, so it's better than the other person, and the other person will be doing her own for this one to start. At the end of the day, you see the children becoming something better in the society. But a man and a wife can just lose that, and you see their child becoming wayward in the society. So there is no definite defined where you can raise up their children. Everything depends on your relationship with the kids and their wife and the quality of the family. So I'm just trying to put my own chips.
All right. Thank you very much, Paul. Joy is in New Warfare. Good morning, Joy.
Hello, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, I want to say there's no particular area or place where you can raise children. Why? Because even if you're married to a wife, there's every tendency that you cannot raise your children very well. Some might end up being criminal, and others might end up being good in life. Raising children depends on your discipline. You understand? So, for me, polygamy is not a reason why we have bad or we have nuisance in the society. There are some children, there are some parents that are very rich, that are being raised by a mother and a father, but they constitute nuisance more than the polygamous ones. So, for me, if a man should have a wife, two wives, for me, if you want to raise your children very well and you don't want trouble, I think this other one should be in another state and the other one should be in another state to avoid problems. Okay. And as a man, you provide for them.
Okay.
Provide for this one and provide for this one. And let them understand that you have a mate, this one he or she has a mate.
There's no secrecy. There's no secrecy.
Yeah?
There's no secrecy, Joy.
Yes, no secrecy. You have a mate and you also have a mate. You have this is your own and this is your own. And the man should also empower these two women to do something. For me, let them have something doing to support themselves in case the man is financially down on his own. You cannot weigh all the responsibility on a man, even if you are just a wife, even if you don't have a mate.
Okay.
So for me, that's my take on the issue. Polygamy, for me, is not bad at all.
All right, thank you very much, Joy. Joy says polygamy is not bad. 993, good morning. Good morning.
Can you hear me?
Okay, now we can hear you. Good morning. Hello? Oh, okay. Apologies. That line not particularly clear. Do call back again. Maybe change your position, or if you cannot, or it's a bit of a challenge for you to get through to us. Well, we have WhatsApp and Telegram 0809 030 6416 0809 030 6416. 91.3 Nigeria Info. Good morning. Hello. Good morning.
No, this time is from Equator.
Good morning. Welcome, please.
For my opinion, I think that we have to argue the polygamous.
Okay, well, all right. Apologies there. I'm not very clear on your last comment. But let's get to read messages as we get all the calls. Good morning, Jude. The late fella Nikolakpo Kuti had 27 girlfriends and he wedded all of them at the same time. When asked, he explained that instead of going to see all of them secretly, the best thing is to bring all of them home. It is not only those living with 2 or 3 wives that are polygamous in Nigeria. A lot of Nigerian men, even those with 1 wife, have numerous girlfriends outside. Jude, what really matters here is the stability to maintain a peaceful home, whether with 1 wife or 3 to 4. Peace is the ultimate. CC from Owerri. Interesting comments. All right. We have another one here, and this one it's from Julius. Julius says, "Hi, Jude. Good morning. Polygamy has never been the problem. It's the mindset and sadly the religion that we have learned to adopt in this country, whether it's both Islam or Christianity. Having multiple wives never proved to be a problem growing up. Is it? Is it really? Because times have changed. You know, you can't compare the financial constraint of 2021 to 1121. They're totally different.
Okay, I'm Roland from Port Harcourt.
Good morning, Roland.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome.
Yeah. Yes. I've been following your program and I have this my take.
Yes, please.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I thought the thing there is everything is works based on belief. It is what to believe. I can remember the history told us back then how our parents got married to 3, 4 wives and they still have this good home. Not that polygamous is bad and not that it is the excellent or perfect way of being married. But then we need to have this at the back of our mind that it's just all about the belief. Because it is this belief that maybe you have a wife and your wife was unable to give you a male son or a female child and you feel that you need to. Back then, the thing that the way they did it was that if you need another wife, you come to you go and meet your wife. My wife, this is what I want. I want another wife. I can't stay with you alone. You, the two of you talk, communicate, and then maybe the wife insists. But now you see people, after you having a wife, because of belief, people are always going to tell their wife that I want another wife. They are having friends going to hotel and people rent house for them. This other wife, you are confident about that your wife knows about it. Maybe the woman might have put to bed, or might have maybe gotten pregnant. And it's now angry or look at them, or maybe a very big crime. Not that polygamous is bad, but it is belief and the way we take it. That is why we look at this thing is so bad.
All right, thank you very much, Roland. Good morning. Oh dear. All right, please do call back because of that sound in the background. Please do call back. So we just heard from Roland. We've heard from a few people on the subject matter. 90.3, good morning. Oh dear. All right, apologies. All right, facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH. Facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH. That's where we have our Facebook page. I'd like to join you to join us. All right, in the conversation. Make your comments as always, and we'll get to share with them. Okay, all right. I heard that the 12 tribes. For you. This is stemming from a notion that we have a lot of these vices. We have young people getting into, in quote, advanced fee fraud, Yahoo plus, G plus, kidnapping, all those things, right? Yes, because of unemployment and all those things. But people have said it's not the first time in our history that we've had unemployment challenges. But the family values where these people have been originated or where they come from is to be blamed. People don't have the same value system that they had years ago. And some say, even though they had 3 or 4 wives or they come from a polygamous home, they didn't get into crime.
Good morning, Mr. Jude.
Good morning.
Conversation, and I think that's the only thing. Okay, they were given birth by 4 mothers.
Oh, really?
Yes, each of them have 2 days.
Okay.
Each of them gave birth to 3 sons.
Were they married to one man? Were they married to one king?
One man.
Were they married to one king?
Yeah, it's Jacob now.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay, so you could say Jacob was a polygamous man.
Well, his father was too. His grandfather was. To an extent.
Okay. All right, Richard. All right, thank you very much. So that part of the conversation has been sorted. I hope that's accurate. If you have anything to counter that, please, you're more than welcome to join us this morning. We have just about 8 minutes before we get our little tush out of the studio this morning. So will these vices, with the challenges that we are facing as a country, as a nation, and as a people here in River State, here in the South, would it be attributed, or would it improve if polygamous or monogamous is not in home? Even if you have a polygamous home, if you don't pay attention to the children, they will go bad.
Nigeria info.
Yes, please. 90.3, good morning.
Okay. Raju, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Okay. Based on your conversation, let's trace our mind back to the Garden of Eden.
Okay.
There in the Garden of Eden, God created one man, one woman, which is Adam and Eve. Hello?
Yeah, well, oh dear. Apologies. My 3, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome, please. Oh dear. Apologies for that. Please do call back, and if you have any challenge with a particular number, please, we have other numbers that you can use. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0000, 0817 rather, 9009. You call in, please do well to turn down the volume of your radio set, or you turn it off preferably. All right, Bob is with us. Let's get to hear from Bob. Good morning, Bob.
Yeah, Jude.
Good morning.
This is a topic you raised, a good one. This year would have been a better place today on earth, the way God made it, if Abraham had maintained monogamy, Sarah, if he has waited a little on God's promise, if he has been the father of faith, if he has not listened to his wife, Sarah, whose womb was already there, and suggested that please go into my handmaid, go into my house girl, die. And Ishmael was born. We would have waited on the covenant of his promise. If we have maintained, the problem is that we as humans, sometimes when you get married, your wife is maybe delayed, maybe 8 years or 10 years, your family will start getting worried. Here, it is. I don't want to tell you the truth. Don't say we're talking about. Tell me, it's 4 generation coming. Who will know? Who will remember you? Just the name. They say, who will take inheritance? What is inheritance? It's just to inherit eternal life. All this upstairs, land, whatever, it profit nothing. What shall it profit a man to gain the whole world? Your soul is important to God. All the things we are talking about, killing people, doing this because of money, because of house, because of wife and children. It is not a eternal life.
So you're not in support of a polygamous kind of marriage.
He that made them in the beginning made a male and female, not female. Okay. God made them in the beginning, made a male and female.
Okay. Clement is on NTA Road. Good morning, Clement.
Hi, good morning, Mr.
Good morning. Welcome, please.
So, if we were to cast our mind back to the Garden of Eden, if God had created 2 Eve and 1 Adam, are you sure Adam would have eaten that apple?
Hey.
I believe there would be like, let's say it's Eve and Stella. Stella would say, Adam, not eat the apple. The apple Eve won't give you, so anyway, forget that. Now, that having said that, I want to go with what Mr. Zion has said. Like other callers have also agreed, there is nothing wrong with being in a polygamy. Finding yourself in the polygamous system and all that.
Yes.
There is nothing wrong with it, But however, if you can handle it, fine. God.
Oh, apologies there to you, Solomon. So saying that, okay, there is a support, but finance is the restriction in our modern day times. But I'm not just here to say, the conversation is not just about if you should or shouldn't marry more than one wife or be in a polygamous situation, because women too can have more than one husband. Many Nigerians are not ready for that conversation as well. But we're talking about the very nature of polygamy. Is that going to be a safe space? With all of the things that we're talking about, having morals on the decline, value system not the same way as we had 30 years ago. So if we have more homes on the polygamous side, is that going to help? Some saying no. Joseph is speaking to us. Let's get to hear from Joseph this morning. Good morning, Joseph.
Yes, Mr. Jude, thank you so much.
Good morning and welcome.
Joseph is my name, and I'm a practicing polygamist.
Okay.
And I tell you, there is nothing wrong whatsoever being in a polygamous home.
Do you think it's a safe space for you to raise your family right now? Are you
very, very safe, because the competition here is a very healthy one. Because when you marry two women, the tendency of one woman sleeping another man is not there. Because everybody wants to discipline herself to suit a man. But I tell you, most people, particularly in Port Harcourt, they are married to one woman rather.
Yes.
But they are going out with series of women. Series. I'm telling you the truth. But polygamy, that is the order of God's creation. But we have misconstrued a lot of things. One man, one woman. And any man that is married to a particular woman, I tell you, that woman is a very pretty woman.
Oh, really?
She's just trying to shield every other person from getting close to this man. How can women survive? If I may ask questions. Series of rhetorical questions I may ask. But I tell you, I don't want to go further. But that is me. Very happy with it. Everybody is happy. My children are going to school very well. There is no competition. The competition is just a very healthy one. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Joseph, and have yourself a pleasant day. All right. Unfortunately, that's where we'll have to park our bus this hour. The safe space of a family, is it determined by the nature of the union? Is polygamy, monogamy, a determinant in how safe a space a home will, can, or should be? Well, I guess as we evolve, we'll continue to find out. My name is Jude. Hello, Port Harcourt. And here this morning, we have news coming up, and Andrew will be here shortly to deliver. And after that, the sunny side will take over. I hope you're paying attention to the Euros. It's becoming increasingly dramatic and interesting over the past 2 days. Italy looking like it was just going to be one goal, ended up scoring 3. Ciro Immobile once again standing out. It's been 27 games now for Italy without any defeat. Who can stop Roberto Mancini's side, where they are now beginning to look like tournament favorites based on the performances they've had so far? The mighty Germans, the Luftwaffe, are coming down once again, surprisingly for the very first time at the beginning of a tournament. Is this going to be the sign of the end for Wacky Love? There's only one way. You have to continue to focus. And the Sports Gang later on today will be bringing you the latest updates and reviews as they come. My name is Jude. Please enjoy the rest of your day.